Hello everyone. Today I am going to show you that how to find whether the array is sorted and rotated, and this is LeetCode question number 1752. So here we are going to deal to find the array to find the array is sorted and rotated. So for this, now I am going to dry run it. Okay. First of all, we will take the array. We will take the array and it is of size. Suppose the array is 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. And I'm going to just share with you one thing with you all, that till the time you are not going to dry run a DSA question, you will never be able to solve it. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Now it could be clearly visible that this 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 somewhere or other seems like this. Means it seems like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So what I am trying to show you now, that don't you feel that if K is like rotated from here, 1, 2 might be at this place and 3, 4, 5 might be behind it like this, and it has been rotated from this index, from the second index, means K equals to, from K equals to 3 the array has been rotated. You would realize it that array has been rotated from here. That's why 5 and I will show you how it had moved the position by position, how it has moved. And please don't judge that the shapes are irregular. It happens. 5, then it is 1, then it's 2, then it's 3, and then it's 4. So the array is rotated first time. Okay. Now the array is rotated second time again, because it is 3, means 0, 1, 2. Okay. From the third position it is rotating. K equals to 3. The array is rotating from here. So now it has become, after rotation, now second time 4 will get rotated, because 3 position we have to shift. We have to shift 3 position anyhow. 1, 2, 3. So 3 position we are shifting. Okay. So again it got shifted 4. Now 5 had got shifted behind it. 5. Then again it's 1. Then again it's 2. And then again it's 3. Now once more what will happen, that for the first position it got shifted, for the second position it got shifted. Now for the third position it is going to shift. So for the third position what will happen, that 3 will shift this side. So 3, 4, then it will be 5, 1 and 2. So see, compare the end result and compare the starting result. What you will find, that the array has been shifted from the 3 position. Now what you have to do, that now see, whenever you see the question on LeetCode, the things which should come inside your mind should be the very first question which should come inside your mind, that what we have to find. what we have to find. uh, Simply what to find, and when you will get what to find, then you would easily be able to work upon it, right? Like when the destination is clear in, in your life track, you will find anyhow, you will find the track for reaching there. Okay, so after reading the question, the first thing which should be clear inside your mind, that what you have to find. Now the second thing what needs to be clear inside your mind is how to find it. How to find. And the third step should be the logic, because every time there is going to be logic behind it. Okay, so now moving ahead, don't you realize that, see, in this position, now this has become 0th position, this has become first position, this has become second position, this has become third position, and this has become fourth position. So there is a break point over here, like from where it is sorted, like from the index where it had moved, from the third index it had moved. So for the third index, and for this one means for the third element, and which belongs to, of course, to second index, but it's the third element. So the third element and the fourth element is having a break. If the array is, suppose, just I'm trying to explain you with a real example, because DSA is all about reality. Let me be very clear, because when I started practicing DSA, I realized that these all applications are applicable in real life also. So let me think of the example. Yeah, we can take the example that, suppose students are standing line wise. Okay, now I picked one student from the back, and from the middle, and I put him in the front. So when that position, so like, see, the students are standing over here. Okay, or no, wait, let me show you nicely. So students, you are standing in assembly line, smaller, bigger than this, bigger than this, bigger than this, even more bigger than this. Okay, now students are standing in the line. What I did, that I took the students from here and I made him stand at the front. So when he stood at the front, now rest all are again smaller. The rest all shifted. Like, if the person is, if you remember in the assembly line, whenever a student used to talk during morning prayers and all, what teachers used to do, that you come front, right? So from there the sequence breaks of ascending order, that student comes at the front and rest all shifts backward. So after bigger student than this, more bigger student, this student has moved front, and bigger than this. So do you realize that at only this sequence, means at only this position, the sequence breaks? For the rest all position, it remains same. So similarly, in this manner also, the sequence is breaking once if it is sorted and rotated. So now think of the logic. You got it, that how you have to do that. You have to that the basic idea is, so what to find, it is sorted and rotated. How to find, I don't know, we are searching over it, and the logic beside it is that the logic we got it, that it would be, means sequence will break at only one position. Sequence, what is the logic behind it? Sequence breaks at only one position. Breaks only one position. Okay. Now how to find this logic, that sequence is breaking at only one position? So you will realize that we can apply a for loop, right? Like for I equals to 0, I greater than n, I plus plus, means it would run like this. And what we will realize, that array of I is, if and then we will apply one if condition, that if the array of I, let me type it only, okay. So what we will do over here, we will apply like this one for loop for int I equals to 0, I greater than n, and I plus plus. N over here determines the size, okay, and I plus plus. Then I will apply that if suppose if my array of I, if my array of I is going to be, if my array of I is going to be greater than array of I plus 1 modulo n, array of I plus 1 modulo n, array of I plus 1 modulo n. So if my array of I is going to be greater than this, then you have to do count plus plus. Count plus plus. Count is one variable which we are going to declare and initialize it with 0. And when the array of I is going to be greater than this, then array of I plus 1 modulo n, then count size is going to increase, okay, by count plus plus. And then what we will realize, that if the count is going to be greater than 2, means if count is going to be greater than 1, means or count is greater than, you could say, 1, okay. So at that time only what you do, that you break it and say that no, array is not sorted, means array is not sorted and rotated, it's a random array, okay. So like this the whole logic works. So let me explain you once. Wait a minute. What I did, 3, I'm going to dry run it. Don't be, just have patience. I know it is like when I also saw this question, I was a bit confused at starting, but I'll tell you. Wait. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay. Created a count variable with the name count. Okay. Don't judge over writing over here because it's not my writing, and my writing is also like this only. So here I am initializing count with 0. Okay. Now what, according to the given condition, one for loop is running for the variable I. Okay. For the variable I, for loop is running, and right now I have initialized I also with 0. Now moving ahead in the condition, now applying the loop and dry running the things. Just pay attention over here. If array of I, means array of I is, array of 0 is 3. So if array of I is greater than array of I plus 1 modulo n, array of I plus 1 means 1, and modulo n over here is, n is the size, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 modulo, then you are going to do 1 modulo 5. What you are going to get? You are going to get 5 only, 1 only. So is array of I, which is the array of 0th, is greater than array of first? No. So if condition is going to be checked and count plus plus, we are going to make it. But if this condition is only not fulfilling over here, just cross it. Then I moves to the first position. Similarly, it is going to check for 4 also. That is array of first, which is 4th. Is the array of 4 is greater than I plus 1 modulo n? Is greater than I plus 1 modulo n, and I plus 1 means 2. So is I plus 1 modulo n, you are getting it, that it is asking that 2 modulo 5 when we are going to do, it is going to become 2, 0, 1, 2. So is 4 greater than 5? No. This is also not true. So count plus plus, the count is not going to increase. Okay. Now moving towards the second position. Second position. Now in the second position is 5. Okay. So is 5 is greater than array of I plus 1 modulo n? I plus 1 means 3. So I plus 1, it is 3. So 3 modulo n, 3 modulo 5 is 3 only, 0, 1, 2, 3. So is 5 is greater than 1? Yes, it is. So it will become, so it is here at the first position it became true. Now count become count plus plus. And now at the time also it is going to compare that if count is greater than 1. Is count is greater than 1? No. So we don't have to break it. Moving towards the third position, 0, first, second, third. And we are not going to run the loop for the entire n. Like these are all are the edge cases which you are going to get after solving and dry running. The way I got that if I am going to run till n minus 1, then also the condition is going to be fulfilled. So, and it will not go out of range also. So now moving towards the array of 0, first, second, third. So array of third, which is for 1. So is array of 1 is, array of third, which is 1, it's greater than array of I plus 1 modulo n, which is 4. I plus, so 4 modulo 5 is 5 only. It's 4 only. So array of 4 is 2. So is it greater? No. So count. So now the array loop has been finished, because it is going to run till I greater than n minus 1, means till this position it is only going to run, and till here the condition has not been fulfilled, that if count is greater than 1, and it has not break the condition over here. So after for loop, when you will code na, then you are going to return over here or see out that it is sorted and rotated, and return whatever you can. Return true. If it is boolean, you can type cout, and you can type it was sorted and rotated, and then you are going to return true. Okay, and I hope you would be aware, if you are solving LeetCode, then you would be aware this much that and here also, here I have applied break, but when you will solve on LeetCode now, you will apply over here return. Okay, and in the according to the VS Code I have done, but you are going to return. Okay, so here you and in the VS Code also you have to return only. I have written over a break. Okay, so you could write over here also return. Don't judge us, guys, because I don't want to type right now. I have been tired of typing. So here you have to also return. Okay, so once the return is hit, the function is over. I hope you would be aware of this. So entire function is going to be over. So if it is returning earlier only, so it will return false over here. And if it is running for the whole, then it is returning true. And if it is reaching till this condition, that means the array is sorted and rotated. And so I have dry run it for 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. You also just dry run for this question, for this one. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 I have given. You dry run for 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. You will get one amazing thing also. You just dry run it for this, because when I have applied brute force, see, this is the most optimized one I'm telling. Whenever you find some logic na, like this, I have found that array of I plus 1 modulo n. So this comes under optimized, because I'm running the for loop once only. Time complexity, big O of n, space complexity, big O of 1. So this is the most optimized approach. Okay, and when you will run, then the brute force which you are going to take out after giving if conditions and all, you are going to first of all apply the brute force. Then only you are going to come for the optimized approach. Okay, and when you will apply different if conditions and all, what you will realize that the thing which would be missing over here, that in the brute force, when I did the brute force, it was giving correct, because you see over here that array is sorted, means array is not sorted, means array is rotated. And here also it would be break, count plus plus will become only once only, otherwise at every time it is smaller. But we can't say it is sorted, we can only say it is rotated. That's why we applied the condition over here, I plus 1 modulo n condition. So everything have a reason. Okay guys, just don't code bluntly, and I would never suggest that you see my video first. No, you just make a brute force only, then you make the when you do brute force also, na, the question means the question leaves a mark inside your brain that I have solved this question, I will, and this was a space where I am facing issue. Because when I solve lead code problem, na, I create a separate section that where I lacked, why I didn't found the optimized approach. So the problems where I'm I am finding problem, and I how I told you that here I faced the issue, because simply how I told you, because I realized that in the while applying the brute force, it failed over this condition. So that's why I realized that okay, this condition is fulfilling it. So in the same manner, you also create a separate section, and there you write that what you are lacking, means where you are lacking, and because of which your code is not getting approved. And then when you see the solution, it would be worthy. Otherwise, it's useless of seeing my solution or any other YouTuber solution, whether it's a solution, whether it's your Strivers or any Apna College, doesn't matter whichever YouTube channel is teaching. So guys, this was all for today. Thank you, and keep learning, keep shining.